All right, there's another band, Black Oak, Arkansas, and they've got a song, The Day Electricity Came to Arkansas. All right.
That was forward?
That was forward. Now,
he rescued us.
They almost tried to make us out like we were some kind of cult.
And I remember seeing these guys. They had really wild stage clothing. They tried to freak people out. It's what they tried to do.
And I just thought, like, what planet is this guy from? I'd never seen anything like him before.
And we started hearing about this band. It was from over in eastern Arkansas, in north central east Arkansas, somewhere over there. Crazy sumbitches, did weird stuff.
Whenever Jim Dandy walks in the room, all eyes focus on Jim Dandy. Everybody knows it's Jim Dandy.
The blues, we hardly heard any kind of music at all where I was from. And you miss a lot of things. I didn't even know that Jim Dandy the Rescue was a song already.
You know, coming from Arkansas, Black Oak was a huge deal to us. It showed us that somebody that was raised there in the woods could actually make something out of themselves.
It was never nice being poor. We weren't poor. We were, I guess, lower middle class, very much lower. We was almost to the poor. We was almost to the poor, but we didn't know it. We had a lot of love in our family and everything. Mississippi Delta. I was stuck in Black Oak. And I say stuck, I love it. My parents were from there. I was born in Michigan, though. My mom and dad, my dad went up there working at a whirlpool plant. I came back when I was 7. Came back to Black Oak.
What happened was they needed some equipment, so they decided to steal the high school PA.
Of course, back when I was going, before I got kicked out of school, every public school in the state of Arkansas, we could have fist fights, but nowadays fist fights don't last very long. Next thing you know, somebody shot or stabbed or blown up with a hand grenade in first period.
They were on 7-year suspended sentence when I met them, when I got in the band. And we were long overdue for a European trip, and we couldn't go because of their suspended sentence. But the very week that it was up, I think we took off to Europe.
He defined the excess of rock and roll power on stage with his leotard and shit.
Yeah, but none of us can do that move where he like walks with his ass out and his cock out at the same time.
Oh yeah, man. There's
and then he does some kind of like.
But Jim Dandy and the two clowns in the shower, I'll have to tell you that one later.
Didn't Jim Dandy house sit for you one time?
Oh, man, I can't tell that.
You have a really good Jim Dandy story from the old days.
No, man, I don't tell on him because he tells enough stories as it is. Two beautiful girls dressed as clowns come into the dressing room. And I'll tell you the rest later.
What year?
Oh, I'll tell you this year.
Well, what were your rules when you had them house sitting for you?
Oh,
the rules of the house. You can tell that part.
Feed the fish, bring no strippers, and don't run up a porno bill.
And what happened?
All 3.
Did he take good care of the fish?
They didn't look so hot.
Hey, I'm looking over here at the Jim Beam bottle. See, Jim hadn't changed too much.
I first got my first Black Oak, Arkansas record when I was like 12 years old at the public library in Owensboro, Kentucky.
I actually bought my first Black Oak, Arkansas album in 1912. That's how long they've been around.
Their first album, I think, should be included in the top 25 or 30 classics of all time.
And he didn't care. What I liked about him, Jim, was that it didn't matter how big the crowd was. If he was playing in front of a paltry crowd of less than 100, it didn't matter. It was, full speed ahead, take no prisoners.
about her. But you know, she's no longer there. She'll be missed by us all.
I had already told the band that I was leaving. And, you know, I had a really powerful spiritual experience on the road while I was with the band. And so I felt like my time was up.
Rock and roll started by people like this, and I mean, Carl Perkins said that you can do anything you want to do, just don't step in my blue suede shoes. It's a statement of freedom.
I'm an independent individual. That's what dandyism is all about, is individuality and freedom of speech.
I wish them all well, and, you know, I pray for them, you know,